Hey guys, it is Tia from Tarot by Tia, and I'm back with another video. Today we are doing the Virgo first 3 months of 2024 reading. It's getting kind of dark in here now. Okay, so I'm gonna use this one, and we're gonna do general, financial, and then we're gonna do love. Please remember, this is not a personal reading, although it gets very personal for a lot of people. If you guys need a personal reading, there are plenty of other readers on this platform that can give you a good, solid reading. We're going to start with the general, and we're going to move on to financial, and then it's going to be less. If you find value in this reading, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If it has been lit upon your heart to tip and or donate, those links will be down below in the description box. Six of Pentacles, Three of Cups, Nine of Wands. First thing that popped into my head, Nine of Cups at the bottom of the deck. First thing that popped into my head was getting compensation from like working online. Well, social media. If you're an influencer, it's coming off as you guys having like being given something or being sponsored for the first 3 months or during the first 3 months or something. Some kind of sponsorship starts at that time, and it feels like something that you've known for a while, but you're suspicious of it for some reason. I mean, you need to be, you know, have a healthy amount of suspicion when somebody contacts you online to work for them or work with them, because you just have to vet it to make sure it's legit. Got two nines. All of these are like multiple of three. You got 3, 6, 9. So something evolving. It might take a step back as you go into February. Rain. 5 of Wands. Something conflicting going on here. Conflicted about some news. You got another 3, 3 of Pentacles. You might be conflicted or have a lot of different people around you telling what you should do regarding work, money. You could be having a lot of different opinions from other people um, about how to do. I really see y'all like doing videos and people watching those videos, and you're like trying to figure out how to handle sponsorships, especially one. It feels like one sponsorship that you've wanted feels like you get it, but you look at the first time you look at it, you're like, what is this? Is this real? Temperance card on the Three of Cups. If you are dealing with something, like if you're okay, so I'm also seeing the Three of Cups as like merrymaking and maybe drinking a lot or doing a lot of partying a lot with party favors. You know what kind of party favors I'm talking about? The ones you snort and or shoot or smoke. Be careful with that because it can put you in a mental state that feels paranoid. There goes the Hermit, which is Virgo energy. Okay, so you've got two major Arcana cards. So this feels like the underlying energy is kind of like big, sort of life changing. Lots of nine. It's looking like you guys are coming to the end of a cycle, getting close to the end of a cycle. There goes an eight. So you might get communication about something that you wanted, something that you desired, and then for some reason you're suspicious of it, or something about this might not feel 100% completely right to you. Definitely do your research. It's like you're of two minds what you could do. If you're not a social media influencer and you are doing something else, this might be like a visa, a work visa that you have done a lot of research on, and you've done a lot of like soul searching to see if this is what you really want to do. And it feels like you might get what you wanted. You get communication, at least you get communication about what you wanted. And you're suspicious of it because maybe it doesn't look like it's supposed to, doesn't feel like it's supposed to. But like I said, just do your research, make sure that you're not jumping in with both feet, and be mindful if it doesn't feel right. Um Obviously do what you're gonna do what you want to do, but if it doesn't feel right, just make sure that you take all precautions to make sure it is what it's supposed to be. Somebody might have paid for some headshots and they came out weird, out of focus, and they still want you to pay more. And you're like, why should I pay more for this? You already screwed it up. But I think ultimately in the end, they do the right thing. It's good news, and you end up like being able to take better headshots where you're not like hidden in the back or whatever. But headshots by nature are supposed to be of your head, right? Your face. Okay. Ultimately, looking like getting communication about something that you wanted, and you guys, whatever the case is, and you guys like being suspicious of it. So just vet whatever it is and make sure that it's legit so that you don't get screwed. So next, we're gonna look at finances for Virgo, Sun, Mars, and Venus, Mars, Mercury, wherever it is in your charts. You got Ten of Cups, the Strength card, and the Page of Cups. You might have Leo in your chart somewhere, like your big six. Six of Swords. So it's like you're able to move away from something difficult and start off anew. I'm seeing a lot of cycles closing for a lot of zodiac signs because you've got a 10, which is at the end of the cycle, and then you got the page. You might find that a contract that you had with somebody gets renewed. Maybe you were worried that it wouldn't get renewed, but it's looking like that it will get renewed. I don't really like that these are cup cards for a financial reading, but it is what it is. You might find that you have to go to the dentist for something. The strength card can occasionally indicate dentist because it looks like she's looking in his mouth or looking in the lion's mouth. You might find strength in reading about the lion. I think the guy's name was Jacob, and the lions. And the lion's den. It might be somebody else, but it's a Bible story. I had a contract with a work at home company. It's for the Page of Cups. It looks like a lot of zodiac signs getting the full card as well. Some like cycles closing and starting over. But you might have a work at home job that the company renews it, or they like move you up or move you to a different position in the company. You might have just decided to apply to something, but ultimately you get the job for it. Alternatively, some of you guys might have been let go from a job because you decided to speak out, and it was something that the company was trying to suppress, and then it's like you guys spoke out about it, and Two of Swords, it might have blocked you from advancing in the company. Of Pentacles as well, so it might have ended up with you like losing your job, but if you lost your job because of retaliation, it looks like you can take that to wherever the authority is in your area as a complaint, and it looks like you can get a little bit of help there. You might be able to walk off with at least a little something. 'Cause it looks like this person has a bag. You walk off with the bag. You get the bag. It is raining pretty hard right now. Then it comes the moon card. You're dealing with a cancer, have cancer in your charts. Like something is not what it seems. And it feels like a lot of eyes that are closed as well. A lot of backs being turned. You might feel like people are turning their backs on you. When you give this information, you can already be thinking about it. Tower card. Not liking that. All right, so I'm not liking this in a financial reading. It really feels like something ends and it ends kind of dramatically. Because of some words that were had. Two of Pentacles has been coming out a lot. If you're at work, try not to fly off the handle because the Knight of Swords is back there. It might cause imbalance in your work. There, it really feels like you might feel like people are picking on you or bullying you or ganging up on you. But there is hope here. There is hope. There's the star card and the it's Gemini, card of Gemini, but it's also the Lover's card. It's coming off as if you did the right thing by blowing the whistle. This is like giving whistleblower vibes. Then you might get especially if you go to a governmental website, um, if you bring like light to something, it's really coming off as you being able to at least get a little bit of money from the whistleblower program. Because if you blow the whistle and the information is good and the governmental agencies are able to like make people accountable for their actions, then generally you will get paid a small amount of money or some money, depending on what it is. But it's not, it's like no good deed goes unpunished. There may also be layoffs coming, not just for your company, but also like in general is coming up as layoffs coming. Not telling this to you guys to scare you, just telling you so you can be prepared. Okay, things at home not being what they seem to be. Yes, and there's conflicts and feeling stuck over money. So I feel like it's a good time to just save as much money as you can. Make sure that your houses have, rice, beans, things that are shelf stable. This is something that I would tell anybody, you should always probably have rice, beans, and a little bit of water just to, float you along if you're having a hard time, just in general. But yeah, with the Tower card, I feel like some of this already happened and you guys are already moving away from it. And then, things continue to get better and you're able to start over the first 3 months. I feel like you guys will be fine. It just feels hard. If you've got like a freelancer job, you might find that the freelance jobs slow down after a while. Or you feel like you guys are working from home, you might have an issue with your internet for 1 day to 2 weeks that kind of affects the way that you make your money. But there are things you can do. You can go to the library. Um, you might be able to get a hotspot. You might be able to rent a hotspot from the library, depending on where you are, what programs they have running. But I feel like I'm hearing like, what is it they say? Be of good courage. The sun is here. So I feel like whatever is happening, it might feel life changing. It is unfortunately necessary. And it could just be as small as you guys working from home, and you miss a meeting, and there are some consequences for that. But these two cards together are like positive to me, so we can leave that on a positive note, which is good. But it looks a little bit challenging. Just try and do what you would normally do. Do what Grandma said to do. You get paid, put some money away for a rainy day. With the rain outside, it kind of feels like a message like rainy day is coming, but if you are prepared, you'll be fine. We're gonna look at love now. What's going on for Virgos in love collectively? I'm hearing Jason. I don't know why I'm hearing Jason. I've been hearing the name Jason for like uh 2 or 3 weeks, but it's about 2 weeks. Oh, yeah, 2 weeks. And I'm like, who is Jason? Is Jason watching? Jason's not losing messages for me. Jason hasn't left any comments about Jason's, life with it. So maybe you're dealing with a Jason, or you are a Jason who's been watching. You don't want to comment. That's fine. Anyone else coming for Virgos? First 3 months in love. 20. It's okay. So we've got Six of Cups. Somebody could be coming back from the past, or they might feel like a soulmate. The Wheel of Fortune. You might luck into somebody. Eight of Swords. You might feel stuck for some reason. The Two of Swords also wanted to come out. You may have blocked your heart. And then somebody comes galloping in, and you're like, I don't know if I want to do this. Should I do this? This is the Chariot card. You could be dealing with somebody who is of a different background than you, ethnicity, economic, socioeconomic background, a racial background, religion, or somebody who's an atheist and you're very religious. Could be a Cancer, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius, Taurus. John, let's see what's going on with the Eight of Swords and the Two of Swords. Okay, so we've got 9. It's really looking like um somebody being just having suspicions about this connection with somebody. There's the Moon card on the 8, or the Moon on the Eight of Swords, and the Moon on the Two of Swords. So it's like maybe you're afraid somebody's not what they seem to be. Maybe you're afraid that the person that you are interested in is not. It's like you feel like they're this, but you're worried that they're not who they say they are. They're not who they're supposed to be. They're not who you feel like they are. I had caught a glimpse of the Tower card, but I'm not sure. You might feel like this. You have a vague suspicion that they could be good for you, but you're worried they're going to destroy your life in the Tower card manner. There goes the Page of Swords, Five of Wands, Six of Pentacles. Hmm. Four, three, Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords always gives me Virgo vibes because they're like Virgos to me sometimes come off as air signs, even though that they are earth signs. It's probably because they're ruled by Mercury. There's a it's like you want to be logical, but there's like a lot of suspicion going on here. You might find yourself, or somebody might be watching you over the internet, and they might be doing it to figure out a way to give you something. I feel like maybe you guys have been single for a long time and you're like, am I comfortable? Can I survive being single for, even longer? But it's like you keep getting the sneaking suspicion that somebody, the person that you're like, the Six of Cups type person is like a soulmate. They feel like home or something. There may be conflicts of interest though. I don't really feel like you're in close connection with this person right now, but I feel like it's like before everything gets started, it's like this is the underlying energy. Somebody wants to come in, or you want to come in, and this could be take it however it's nice, whatever side you're on. It's like somebody wants to come in, but there is a lot of stuff going on in their head. Um, they're not sure if whatever they want to offer will be accepted. It's like somebody wants to talk, but there's also like, the worries that the wheel of fortune is not really on their side. There's also an element of wondering if they're imagining what's going on. Oh, am I crazy? Am I crazy? I don't know if I'm crazy. And there's indecision. So I'm not really seeing this person necessarily come in before the last the 3 months are up. But I am seeing like they're around. And however you're interacting with this person, even if they're like at a distance, um, you're like watching and being like, I like this person, and I'm not sure if what I'm feeling is just because I like them, or like the way they look and how they present themselves, or if I'm actually feeling them on a deeper spiritual level and realizing that, hey, this person feels like a soulmate to me. So, alternatively, you might have somebody come back from the past talking about they've changed, but whatever they've done to you is making you feel like, suspicious and mistrustful of them. And you might find that you've got like analysis paralysis. Somebody else might also have multiple offers where they could, a lot of options where they could choose. And they feel like also analysis paralysis, really feeling like maybe even for a little while you guys are dating and then you just decide to take yourself out of the dating world because the dating pool is full of shit. You try to get out. But I do feel like somebody wants to come towards you. And you guys are just like suspicious. You could have Scorpio placements. You could have had a bad um dating relationship or dating a bad relationship that kind of made you feel a little like you don't want to be in relationships anymore. For some reason, I'm also hearing that you might end up just take what resonates with you, obviously. But you might end up with a ball and chain, like being married to somebody, but they describe the relationship as a ball and chain, and it's like making you feel stuck. Like if you didn't want to get married, you shouldn't have gotten married. You know what I mean? Why would you describe it as a ball and chain when it's something that you wanted? Nobody forced you to get married. Hopefully nobody forced that person to get married. Pinnacles wanted to come out. You guys have like a poor self-worth, or you're worried about being rejected, or maybe you do get rejected and that's what puts you in the Eight of Swords. Yeah. It's like there's a lot of worry and fear here. And I don't feel like it's necessarily true, because the Eight of Swords is a card of like being in your head and having thoughts that are kind of making you feel stuck. Because this person can get out whenever they want to. But look at this. She could wiggle out of that. She's not really stuck, but she feels like she is. And it's like things in the past giving you this really bad outlook on relationships, but you like want this. It's feeling like the person that you're thinking about can be this. But you have to get out of your fear and probably might take the first step and close the cycle out. So for this person, I really feel like this is your energy where you feel like they might reject you, maybe you feel like you're broken, or like you left out in the cold. It's like poor self-esteem. You have to work on your poor self-esteem. Oh, the devil and the tower card together. Work on any codependency issues you might have. It's like I just see a big fear. It's like a lot of fear, toxic fear that this person could be good, but then you're like, oh, but it could be so, 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 so bad. But I'm not really seeing it necessarily be bad. You just have to take the reasonable precautions, not too crazy, not too much, to see if this person is legit or not. But I asked about them. The Ten of Swords, Ten of Pentacles, and the Ace of Swords. I feel like you will have to use your intuition for sure, but and do your judgment, your best judgment. You got three tens, and I feel like that's mostly your energy. If you want this soulmate type person to be in your life, you're gonna have to let those cycles close so you can start over. And I feel like you can start over with this person. You just have to I'm seeing somebody dig. Like you have to dig up all of the negative thoughts, negative ideas, maybe even get some assistance from a professional therapist to help you get past some of your hangups regarding relationships, help you get out of this feeling of being stuck so that you can have a beautiful relationship. It looks like it can be a beautiful relationship, a long term type thing, but you just have to take the first step. But it feels like it's like really scary for you guys. There could be a fear of commitment here, which happens to a lot of us because I mean, nobody wants to be stuck in something that they feel like is not good for them. And it's not, you don't have to stay if you don't want to. But I feel like you guys are the type that likes to get into a relationship and stay there, even if it's not the best. So that's maybe part of the reason why you guys are afraid. But anyway, with that being said, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, tip, donate, comment. Hope to see you guys in the next one. Bye for now.